Welcome, everybody. Casting for two. And this is a hot mic. I got a hot mic here. It's hot. Too hot for the hot tub. Too hot. This is episode number 64. With your host, me, that one guy who is Chris, that random guy. First order of business, I have an actual new logo now, and it's you don't have to go far to see it. It's on castingfor2.com. And it's an actual really nice logo, and I'm really happy how it came out. And it's on my Twitter page, of course. And I'm happy to actually have a logo. I feel a bit more official, even though I've been doing this for almost 2 years. But yeah, so check that out. Let me know what you think. Today, it's a good day for comic book fans. They just released the new photos of the Supergirl show that's coming out here, and me likey, both the costume and the lady. I don't know her name. I know she was in Whiplash, but I think I'm excited to watch Supergirl. Gotham is losing Fish Mooney, Jada Pinkett Smith, which is also a plus because, well, I mean, it's not a plus really, but I mean, who's going to be overacting on the show now? That's a huge gap to fill, but I think Gotham will be okay. But yeah, all in all, good day for superheroes. But let's not talk about that, okay? Let's talk about my guest. He is the one and only Bill Parks. He's been on lots of commercials and TV, like Community. Right now, he's on a show called The Hart of Dixie, season finale in a couple of weeks. So, yeah, we'll check that out. And, you know, I'm just tired. Let's get into this episode. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the conversation. Chris, cue the music, please. Thank you. Hi, is this Bill?
This is he.
Hey, Bill, it's Chris from Casting for Two.
How's it going?
Good, and yourself?
Great.
How's your morning off to?
Excellent.
Yep.
How about yourself?
Just saying. Well, I'm in the central time zone, so now it's my afternoon. But still, I'm treating it as if morning by doing nothing.
Right, nice.
But this is just kind of a loose show where we can talk about whatever you want. I have no real agenda. I would like to find out a little bit more about your background, just because I'm always interested in talking to actors.
Sure.
I love what makes hearing how and when they decided to pursue acting. It's very interesting to me.
Right. What trauma put them in a place where they decided they needed to act?
Exactly.
Well, my mother actually claims that I was watching Home Alone with Macaulay Culkin and said, "Oh, I can do that," and that's the point where I wanted to become an actor.
Gotcha. Okay. Now, is that something you're still trying to chase? You know, like out-act Macaulay Culkin?
Out-act Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like now I've gotten to a point where I'm sort of working fairly steadily, and I'm pretty content with that. I don't need to be Macaulay Culkin famous.
Okay, yeah. Well,
anymore.
You know what? That's fine. But
yeah, because it hasn't worked out too well for him, I don't think.
Well, I mean, definitely the high point was, for sure, Home Alone, but then he dated Mila Kunis there for a couple of years, and yeah.
Oh, it just went south after that.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It's never good to hit that high of a high that early in life.
Right.
Because it's hard to top, and then people turn to drugs to fill the void.
Right, exactly. Well, I mean, I don't want to put Haley Joel Osment in the same category, but he hit a high, by seeing dead people and paying it forward.
Mm-hmm.
And then he dropped off the face of the earth, and then he reappeared, and now he's in so many indie movies.
Yes.
What I'm trying to say is there's still a chance for Macaulay Culkin.
Right. Oh, and what's beautiful is that he does resurface every now and then and do a movie, and I think he does make great choices. Like the movie Saved, I thought was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Party Monster, I thought was awesome.
Right.
So, if he's got enough money in the bank, you might as well just do one movie every 5 or 10 years and have it be an awesome movie.
There we go. And I was thinking about and not to get away from your career, Macaulay Culkin. Gene Hackman hasn't been in a movie since 2004.
Really?
Yeah. His last movie was Welcome to Mooseport with Ray Romano.
No way. I remember that. I never saw it, but I remember previews for that movie. That's the last movie Gene Hackman was in.
Yes. So I think Gene Hackman, Macaulay Culkin team up.
Yeah. That's it. You got to come up with a script for them, and we'll pitch it around town.
But we'll do a new Whiplash, where Macaulay Culkin is the Miles Teller part, grown up. Gene Hackman is J.K. Simmons, just growner up.
Yeah, that's bound to be a Hollywood hit.
I think so.
Okay.
I think so.
You're totally onto something, Chris.
Thank you. I have all these great ideas that I waste away, unfortunately.
Well, you got to start being productive with your mornings.
Yeah, all right, fine. Okay,
maybe I should be your life coach.
There we go. Yeah, is that in your career path? Life coach?
I'm going to quit acting and become your life coach.
Wow, okay. All right.
Yeah. We're going to have morning writing sessions.
Morning writing sessions, and you will probably ultimately regret it within 5 minutes. And then you'll go back to acting. And I can just see it now on IMDb. Bill Parks retired 5 minutes later. Bill Parks back.
It wasn't as long as Macaulay and Gene's hiatus, but
right.
It was a hiatus.
There you go. Well, yeah, it's sometimes good to take a hiatus every once in a while, I guess.
It is. I just took a 7-day hiatus to the Yucatan Peninsula in Mexico, and it was awesome.
Oh, okay. First of all, why did you decide to go over there?
Well, I know. I've lived in LA 10 years, 2 hours away from Mexico, and I haven't been because you hear how crazy it is and whatnot.
Right.
But my sister and her husband rented a house 5 hours south of Cancun, way off the beaten path. And apparently the Yucatan Peninsula is pretty safe, although we were driving down a dirt road one day and came across a truck full of armed police officers. That was pretty daunting.
Yeah.
But aside from that, we had our own private beach with crystal blue waters. It was amazing.
Wow.
It was awesome.
And do any of you guys speak Hablo de Español?
Our friend came with us, and he did speak Spanish, which was very helpful.
Okay.
I don't know what we would have done without him.
Yeah, well, you would have just been pointing a lot and just gesturing, which...
Lots of pointing, lots of gesturing.
Yeah.
Gesturing.
Lots of charades going on. Sounds like...
Yeah.
It would have been good. But...
Charades with the Mexican people.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see that? Because I've worked with a lot of Mexicans. They just agree with you.
No, see. Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah.
no, even if you're wrong or that's not what they want, they just say yes. It's just kind of amazing.
It is. It really is. But then I'm sure when you walk away, they are saying other things.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. I'm fortunate to where my parents speak the language very well, and
Ah,
as long as they come along, we'll be fine. I can fake it, like I can roll my R's, but other than that, I don't know. I don't know.
Chris Hernandez.
And I would like uno burrito. That's it. That's all. That's all I got. That's all I got. And I was like, ¿Cuál es la fecha de hoy? And then that's it. That's I'm found out. You know, freshman Spanish. That's all I know.
What is today's date?
Exactly. That's it. I'm done. Now, you have a very recognizable face, and I think you did this by growing a beard.
Yes.
It's like it's the Galifianakis effect, where if you have a beard, you're going to be recognized in different projects you do.
Yes.
I remember being so excited seeing your name pop up because I go, oh, he was in Community.
Yes.
And I'm one of the biggest Community fans, so I'd love to talk to you a bit about the horrors of that show.
Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm.
I've not. That's it. It's my question. The horrors of that show. No, was it fun being in that kind of a creative atmosphere, especially with Dan Harmon being Dan Harmon?
It was, but I remember I would always get overtime because that we would be this hours on set. They would do like 12, 14-hour days. Mm-hmm. Which is not typical. Now this was during season 1 and season 2, so I guess they were still trying to get it together. So it made for a little bit of tension on set because, you know, as you get later and later into the day, the budget gets higher and higher as everybody's getting time and a half and double time, and then people are getting more and more stressed because they're trying to get done what they need to get done.
Right. Right. And it's hard to accomplish things when you are stressed out. That's when the stupid mistakes start happening. Just because you're tired. Yeah. You're tired, you want to go home. I hear you. I hear that.
Yeah, especially in a comedy, you know, you don't want that type of tension on set. You want it to be loose and fun.
Right. I don't know why this popped in my head. When it's a comedy and it's getting later and people are getting tired, do they crank up the AC? I don't know.
They probably do. I'm not aware of it though, but who knows?
Just because I know whenever I'm getting sleepy and warm air hits me, that boom, I start to feel tired. So like, hey, cold air, let's get a shot of it. Hey, I'm awake. I'm cold, but I'm awake.
Mm-hmm. That's why they pump the AC into the casinos, right?
That is true. I've only been to one casino, but I'm going to assume that's true.
Which casino?
It was over in Oregon. It wasn't even in Las Vegas.
Oh.
Although I was in the Las Vegas airport and I did play a Star Wars slot machine because it was Star Wars.
How did that pan out for you?
I put in $15 and I walked away with $45.
Whoa!
Yeah, I tend to know when to stop.
That's good.
So
That's good.
I remember my first time playing blackjack. I threw down $20, didn't know how to play the game, and was freaking out the entire time because there's these rules, and I didn't know any of the rules. I didn't know you weren't supposed to pick up your cards. I don't know. So I'm playing, and next thing I know, I'm up to $95, and I say, "Okay, I'm done. I'm gonna leave. I don't want to leave a loser."
Right.
So I have a perfect record in blackjack.
It sounds like you have a perfect record in all casinos. You've played twice and you've won twice.
That's true. Yeah. So
it's like 100% success success rate.
I was gonna originally be cast in The Gambler, but it went over to Mark Wahlberg.
Mark.
Yeah, Marky Mark. No one can deny he's got good vibrations, so I just couldn't do it.
Yeah, geez. He's got the right stuff. Oh wait, that wasn't him. He wasn't in that. That was Donnie Wahlberg.
Well, you know what? Either way, I would gladly lose to a Wahlberg.
Totally.
Do you have a worst audition story?
A worst audition story.
Yeah.
People always ask me this,
Yeah.
and nothing really comes to mind. I guess I could tell you the story of when I went out for the role of Monster Ark. I get there and Patrick Reyna was there. He's the redhead from The Sandlot and Son-in-Law. And I've always, I watched all those movies growing up.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, oh man, I don't stand a chance against this Hollywood heavyweight,
Yeah.
And for whatever reason, I got the call like, hey, you booked the movie. You're going to Bulgaria in 2 days. Hope you have a passport.
Nice. So the moral of the story is never underestimate, de-estimate yourself. Words yourself.
I guess, yeah. Because who knows? Maybe he's not available. Maybe next time you go out for something, Mark Wahlberg won't do it, and you'll get it. Chris.
That's true. So you're saying that I still have a chance for Transformers 5?
Anything's possible.
Pain and Gain 2? That's me. It's all me.
Totally.
All right. Shooter.
Yeah.
Another obscure Mark Wahlberg film.
The Big Hit.
Oh, Big Hit. Yeah. Boogie Nights 2.
Boogie Nights. I'd say that's probably my favorite Mark Wahlberg film.
Yeah.
And then now Inherent Vice.
Oh yeah.
Mark Wahlberg's not. But that's the same director as Boogie Nights.
Have you seen that movie?
I have, and I wasn't wild about it.
Really? I like the director, and something about the trailer just looked kind of like a fun 70s movie. But I haven't.
Yeah,
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I know. I love that era in Hollywood, and the movie just didn't quite come together for me.
Yeah. Has there been a movie that recently came out that you really enjoyed?
I watched the Theory of Everything.
Okay.
And I love Stephen Hawking, and I thought Eddie Redmayne did a great job of playing him. Mm-hmm. So I recommend that movie to anyone. Now,
I don't know the story of Stephen Hawking. Is he married right now?
Right now, I don't know, but he has. Well, I don't want to spoil the movie, actually.
Okay.
There's stuff like that in the movie, but yeah, she's got a couple of live-in housekeepers help. Right. They've been with him for years that help him get by.
I'm just always because the Stephen Hawking I know. I'm sure. Yeah, he has a brilliant mind. Whatever. Are the photos of him at like the Bunny Ranch or something, grabbing all those ladies or something? All those ladies took her. That's what when I see that movie, I think of that image of him.
Yeah, well, they make reference to that there's a scene where he's like looking at a dirty magazine.
Okay. Classic.
Yeah,
classic Stevie Hawking. Old Stevie. But let's talk about some Hart of Dixie.
Yes.
This is the show you're on. It's with Rachel Bilson, and she just had a baby.
She did.
Do you ever call, like, when she brings the baby? Do you ever call her Leia?
No.
I feel like somebody's butt would be kicked if you did.
Yeah. I once did a I did a show called The Game,
Mm-hmm.
and Jaleel White was on it.
Oh, snap.
And and someone was like, tell Urkel to move over a few feet. And like, everybody went silent. You could just see that Jaleel's face was seething.
Yeah.
And, that was a big no-no.
Yeah. No, I hear that. Although I wouldn't. Yeah, no. What was his alter ego? Didn't he have an alter ego? There was Urkel.
Stefan, right?
Stefan. Would he mind that?
I don't know.
I mean, Stefan was the cooler version, right?
Right. So maybe he wouldn't mind that as much.
Yeah.
Next time I see Bill, I'm going to call him that. We'll see how it pans out, and I'll let you know.
All right. Thank you. But how's Hart of Dixie going?
Great. We finished shooting, and then there's 5 more episodes that are going to air on the Friday nights on the CW.
And how was the process of getting this show?
The process of getting the show,
Yeah.
I went out for the pilot for the role of Tom Long, didn't get it. Then I went out for the role of Meatball, and it was ended up going to my buddy Matt Lowe, who is amazing and hilarious and fabulous in the role.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't, this is my favorite part of watching the show is watching him. He's so funny. And then I finally went out and read for the role of Chicken Truett,
mm-hmm.
and I got that. So it all worked out in the end.
There you go. And as far as credits go, is there one character, because Chicken Truett, I mean, a pretty unique name.
Mm-hmm.
Is there one credit in your resume where that outshines Chicken Truett?
Crazy Willie.
Crazy Willie, okay.
It was only one episode, but it was on How I Met Your Mother.
All right.
And I played an old college buddy of Neil Patrick Harris.
There we go. I have a pathetic guy in bar.
Oh, pathetic guy.
Yeah, I'm happy for that. And I even they were like, "Oh, you're gonna be guy in bar." I was like, "No, I'm crying through the entire time. You need to make it a little bit better." And so they put pathetic.
I did a show called Hawthorne
mm-hmm.
with Jada Pinkett Smith, and I played Penis Man.
Ooh.
I had chopped off my phallus and came into the emergency room in tears.
Right.
And then, the doctors rescued me and I guess sewed it back on. But it was Penis Man, and I guess the network didn't want it, so they changed it to Man with Plastic Bag. Because in the plastic bag was my appendage.
That's a whole new character right there than Penis Man.
Yeah.
Totally different character.
I know. I thought Penis Man was way better than Man with Plastic Bag.
Man with Plastic Bag is something you would see in American Beauty.
Right. The guy who catches the floating plastic bag that is flying around at the beginning of the movie.
Exactly. But Penis Man, I mean, other than pornos, I mean, that's pretty much it.
Yeah. What's the project that you played pathetic man at bar?
Oh, it was a friend of mine did like an indie movie.
Uh-huh.
So I said, and I was just happened to be in town for that day, and they needed extras. So I was like, okay, I'll go in. It's called Nighthawks, and so they just said, stand here, be in the background, whatever. So I came up with this backstory that I just got broken up with, and I was crying the entire time. And nobody noticed, and of course I was far away from the camera, so you couldn't see my tears, but still I cried. I still cried.
They were real, everybody.
They were real. Yes.
Real.
Yes. So, but did you have anything you wanted to talk about or plug?
Oh, Well, I'm on Twitter, Bill Parks, or Bill_Parks, and Instagram is just Bill Parks. What else do I want to plug? Hart of Dixie, Friday nights, CW. Tune in. The season finale is going to be really, really good. Really fun.
There we go.
But yeah.
So tune in even before the season finale. They're all fun and awesome, and they're not big, huge cliffhangers that ultimately go nowhere. 2.5 Men. Anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah. So what's up?
I guess that's it. Do you have anything else? Any other queries?
I don't have. Do you do any celebrity impressions?
Ooh, that's a good question. Well, I do one of the late great Steve Irwin, the crocodile hunter.
Oh, geez. Does this involve the stingray?
No.
Okay.
This is an impression I did before he had passed away.
Right.
And then he died, and then I'm like, oh, well, now I can't really do that impression anymore because it's not topical, but I'm going to do it for you.
There we go. All right. Everybody, Steve Irwin.
Now, this crook right here, she's a feisty Sheila. Her middle name is Danger. I'd rather get a bite from Mike Tyson than get a bite from this crook right here.
Oh, that's freaking good. You managed to do two references that people might not know of: the Crocodile Hunter and Mike Tyson being a crazy lunatic.
Yeah.
People might not know that.
They may. The face tattoo didn't give it away for them. Now they know.
Right. What do you think the tattoo artist thought when Mike Tyson comes in wanting that? He had to have just said, "You either do it or I'll punch you."
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's a very risky. I would be so scared to be the guy that had to put that on his face. Because if you fuck up and can I say that on your show?
Oh, of course, yeah, you can cuss.
If you slip with a needle and you poke him in the eye or oh my God, I wouldn't want to be that guy.
No, lots of pressure. What if the flip side, Mike Tyson just did it himself?
I wouldn't be surprised.
He's like, secretly Mike Tyson is an artist, and he's practiced tribal drawings all over. He has Barbies with tribal drawings on them, and he's like, you know what? I'm just going to do this myself.
Oh, just do this to myself.
There we go.
He flies pigeons. He does have weird hobbies.
He flies like he puts leashes on them, or like he flies with them?
He trains them, like he goes on his rooftop, like carrier pigeons, and he sends them out, and then they fly back to him.
What? Who does he send them to? Who's getting these notes, and how do I get one?
I don't know how you get a note from Mike Tyson's pigeon, but I think there was a whole reality show. I don't know how many episodes they did, but it was about Mike Tyson and his flying pigeons.
Taking flight with Tyson?
I don't think the title is that great, but that's an amazing title. If they ever redo the show,
I would love to be woken up by a pigeon with a note from Mike Tyson saying, "Have a wonderful day," and it's like, what? Thank you, Mike Tyson. That's how I want to be woken up every day.
Well, if I ever run into Mike, I'll ask him to send one out to the Midwest for you.
All right. Okay. So we got Julia White, and we got Mike Tyson, we got the Macaulay Culkin Gene Hackman movie. We got a full. Our year's looking pretty full right now.
Yeah, I'll be calling you bright and early to make sure you're up with your pen in hand.
All right.
Scribbling away.
All right, we'll do. Well,
all right.
All right, Bill. Thank you so much, and come on back whenever you want. All right.
Awesome. Thanks, Chris. Keep in touch.
You too.
Bye now.
All right. Bye-bye. Hey guys, just a quick reminder, you can always catch up with these episodes on castingfor2.com. You can also follow me at Twitter at castingfor2 or send me an email at castingfor2@gmail.com.